up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, they can't win, no new friends, football fans, they sleep again, we wake them up, the champs is in, we want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it, they can't win.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it here. This is James White. He finds an opening past the 40. Dashing through the snow. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there for New England. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, rolls. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
And his throw is incomplete. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Gun!
Operating from the gun, Leonard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You're going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a a touchdown. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Letting one go deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Leonard. He may try and run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on it.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gun.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing on 3rd and long. Leonard eluding the pressure right. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Thomas Rawls, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And all the way down to the 37. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 40 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Danny Shelton in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
319. 319.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Leonard. Green's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st and 10. Leonard. Finding some room at midfield. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Off play action. Leonard. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here.
Detroit! Detroit! 41 right.
To throw again. Leonard. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They give him a gain of 37. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the gun, Leonard. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And this one is no good. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
319! 319!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll set up a throw. On the right side, this is Miller. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep this time from that's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
Leopard! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
All right, here we go. Detroit! 319!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun!
Operating from the gun. Leonard. And a dump off to White. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Detroit! Gun!
Throwing on 1st down. Leonard flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Leonard. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw on 3rd down. Leonard. Able to find Garcon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Leonard. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Marcel Darius in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Leonard being chased out left. And able to find Green. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, Leonard under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Duke Ryler able to drop him for a loss of 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leonard. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Leopard. Detroit. Gun. All right, now, Lucky 56.
The final shot before break. Leonard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And Conley's got it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They stay on the ground with White. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
To throw on second down. Leonard. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
On third down, Leonard. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of routing, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On fourth down, Leonard. On the right side, caught by Green. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now he's going to throw deep right side, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
We'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now a toss play. This is White. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Leonard. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again. Leonard. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he can't find a receiver, and And he's brought down. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Leonard. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Gun!
From the gun, Leonard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Wide open receiver, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Leonard. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. To throw now in his own end zone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackle.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cliff Averill in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Rolls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Over, over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Leonard. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the 1st down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
They go play action here on 1st down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. Gone. 3-19.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
That's caught inside the 20. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.